Hello everyone, Brian again here. Well, I just purchased this 2016 Chevy Silverado 2500HD. It's right now it's November 2022. I had a 2006 Chevy Silverado 1500HD, and people talk about Chevy, but that truck had over 400,000 miles. So it's time to get something new. It was still running great, but just had a few issues, and it was just time to move on. So I picked this up for a steal here in Maryland. Great deal. But what I want to talk about today is two mods that we're going to do today. If you look right now, this 2016 has no running boards. I'm going to add some running boards, and also, I don't know why they did this with the 2016s, but here on the grill, there's a little intake there, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, leave the comments below, but I think that's a transmission cooler there. So what we're gonna do is, I bought an aftermarket little grill here that goes right on front, and we have the running boards. They also came today. So stand by, we're gonna go ahead and get started putting these on. Keep in mind that people have done a lot of videos about the all the things that come with the 2016 and so many of those. I'm not going to really do anything about that, talk about the specifics of what the truck has and everything else. So, all right, stand by. All right, let's go ahead and get started with this intake cover. Like I said, I think this is the transmission cooler, and I think up here you have your AC condenser. I could have it reversed, but I think those are transmission lines there. So anyway, it seems that these covers are open from, looks like 2015 to 2018 GMC Silverado's 2500 HD. So I don't know why these are open. I mean, if you notice these little fins in here, they're pretty, you don't want anything to get in here. Like, I do a lot of work on the farm and do some off-roading, and you don't want a rock or stick to get in here and cause any trouble, or, God forbid, hit a deer or rabbit or anything could get in here and do some damage. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. So just to check, when you look here, or feel rather, there are, and bear with me, I'm filming as I talk to you here, but anyway, there's a hole here, and there's another one down here, and you have another one on this side over here. So you have two holes here that are designed for these brackets, and you have 4 bolts there, you have 4 clips, and you have 4 Allen bolts as well, and you have washers to go with it. So I think you can need a 5/32 Allen wrench and a 11mm socket wrench to get this done. And here's the actual bracket itself. So again, it's got a little curve to it, so it goes here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these brackets, and you're gonna take that bracket and you're gonna put it here with the see how I got it there? And that bracket has a little welded bolt to it, or it's not even welded, but it's punched out. So the screw is actually going to go behind it. So the bracket is going to go behind it like that. So anyway, I'm going to put those in, and I'll show you my progress. Okay, I managed to get all 4 of those clips in. There's clips there, there's one there, and one there, and there's the other one down there. And keep in mind, the threaded side goes to the front, and the other side goes to the back of the hole. So now I'm going to attempt to put these brackets in. And these brackets are, there's a left and a right. This is the passenger side here with the part down, and that's the driver's side. So I'll put those in, and I'll let you know how I do, and I'll put those bolts in as well. Okay, I got the bolts in. Bolts are in on both sides, and you don't want to put the bolts in tight. you just gotta kind of put them in there, just kind of get them maybe a couple turns on the threads. And if you look at these brackets, those are gonna slide right on those bolts. So I'm not gonna try and attempt it, but it's gonna slide on like that, and I'm gonna tighten it up. All right, I gotta have the brackets on. Brackets are on, but keep in mind, they're not tight. For the simple fact, you wanna make sure, because they slide on and have those slots, there's a little bit of wiggle room for adjustment. So what you wanna do, and again, I'm gonna try and do this as I hold the camera. This bracket has a little curve in it, so that curve goes toward the front. You wanna go ahead and dry fit it and make sure this actually fits and the holes line up. So it looks like, holes are lined up pretty good. So I'll go ahead and tighten the ones in the back, then I'll come back and tighten in front. Okay, I have the brackets in, and I have the actual shield dry fitted. So the bolts aren't tight yet, but I'm going to go ahead and tighten those up and cinch it down. There it is, all complete. So again, if you have a 2015 to 2018 Chevy Silverado 2500HD, that intake is wide open. So this bracket I got from eBay. I think it was only, I want to say 25 bucks, maybe not even that much. I don't remember right offhand, but I think that intake needs to be closed up. You just don't know what kind of, you know, debris, rocks, animals, whatever could, you know, come in and damage that that cooler in there. So I think it's a worthwhile modification, fairly easy, fairly inexpensive. You know, in the comment sections, you know, let me know if I'm wrong about something, you know, and you caught something, let me know. It's the only way we can all get better. You know, it's for all of us, you know, so we can help each other out. So now I'm going to attempt to put on those running boards. Never done those before. So thanks for watching. All right, let's go ahead and attack these running boards. I just got these running boards in from eBay. Looks like they are, it says DNA Motoring. So looks like a pretty good brand of running boards. Here are the instructions. If you can read those, I'll kind of make it easy. You know, we have like you have two sets of bolts. These are over here, or bolt B, to go underneath the truck, and bolt A, they go to the running boards. So I'll go ahead and kind of show you underneath the truck. But before we do that, these are the brackets here that came with it, and a little fancy little sheath here. So that's pretty neat. But these are the brackets that are going underneath the truck. So, and underneath the truck there should be holes where these brackets go. There's some clips here and some washers that go underneath. So let's go ahead underneath and see what we got underneath the truck. Like I said before, this is a used truck I got from a place, and we see here, right, that's one of the holes there. It looks like there's a bracket already there, or a clip, and there's a clip here, and there's another here, and also there's something there. There's a hole, and here's another, and let's see if I can get that one over there. So I'm going to go ahead and put these brackets on, and I'll get back with you. All right, I managed to get the brackets on. Went on pretty easy, maybe 15 minutes for all four of them. Like I said, this was a used truck, so there were brackets already underneath. Or, not brackets, I'm sorry, there were actually clips. So I didn't have to use the clips that came with it. I know some of you are probably thinking, man, use the new clips. You know, they're probably better shape, but I'm lazy. They look like they were in good shape, and man, these are held up pretty nice. So also too, you may want to dry fit the actual bar itself to make sure it actually fits. So I'm gonna give you a little, see right here you have the screw holes right, where is it? Right there. So we're gonna make sure these all, so I'll put this down. We have to make sure that all these screw holes line up with the corresponding bracket. I did dry fit it, and they actually fit pretty well. So I'm going to give you a shot underneath of the truck here and show you. Let's see if I can get a good shot There's the bracket there. I got that one. And there's the bolt there. And up here, there's the other side. So that's those two here. And I got the ones on the other side. So anyway, I'm going to put the actual step on, and I'll be back. Okay, I have this running board on, but it's kind of dry fitted. I just have a bolt on there, and just making sure the holes actually line up before I actually put all of them in. And I got one on this end, so one on this end, and I got one on that end, just to make sure they line up. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the rest of the bolts in kind of loose and make sure they're all fit, and I'll tighten them down. All right, there it is installed. Everything looks good. Like I said, it wasn't hard at all. It was more tedious. The tedious thing about it is because you have so many bolts, putting the washers, there are a couple lock washers and there are a couple washers to go on the bolts, putting those on and doing it each time got kind of monotonous. But other than that, wasn't hard at all. So I'm going to attack the other side, and I'll let you know how that goes as well. All right, the running boards are complete. For some reason, the driver's side here was actually a little more challenging than the passenger side. So I can't emphasize enough, when you install these, make sure you dry fit it and don't tighten anything up. Even the brackets, make sure the brackets are somewhat loose, because you're going to have to manipulate them a little bit as well to make sure they all fit properly. So that's the driver's side. And here is the lower grill that we installed, and the running board for the passenger side. So anyway, leave your comments below. If there's anything I've forgotten or anything else you would like to see, let me know. Again, this is a used truck with 23,000 miles, a 2015 Chevy Silverado 2500HD. I got this, got a really good deal on it. But I think the previous owner had running boards on there and they took them off. So I guess they probably had expensive ones and wanted to keep them. So, and I found out the truck was from Minnesota. So it was really well kept. There's some spray underneath of it, like the, what we call it, underbody spray. That's all in there to prevent corrosion and that type of thing. So it's a really good truck. So I'm really happy with it. Again, leave your comments below. Let me know if I missed anything or anything else you'd like to see. Thanks a bunch and have a great day.